going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Advantis. I'm going to talk about what's been going on with the charts and where I see this thing going next. So anyways, we're going to get right into it. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Now, just looking at numbers here, up 0.9% in the last 24 hours, down 26.9% in the last 7 days. But look at this, guys. We were talking about this and I was telling you guys, this is a ascending triangle. Yes, but it's coming from a downtrend, which makes it bearish. And something that people don't know about ascending triangles is they only have a 72.77% win rate, right? And now we're creating another pattern. So we this ascending triangle right here, obviously it wasn't going to go up because, you know, it came from a downtrend. But I'm noticing another pattern here, guys. And you know how much I love doing pattern trading with these wedge patterns. They're pretty accurate in my personal opinion, but you just have to be, more accurate in how you're doing things here. So this is a symmetrical triangle, right? So let me mention a few things about this symmetrical triangle. So this new symmetrical triangle that we're now creating after we just now popped out of our ascending one, now we're in a symmetrical triangle. This is the symmetrical triangle. This right here, though, remember what I mentioned to you guys before. Look, we came from a downtrend. When we're coming from a downtrend here with symmetrical triangles, it's usually bearish. But remember, symmetrical triangles are some of the most fickle and unreliable, chart patterns out there. And I'll explain why it has a very low win rate. This is the win rate for a symmetrical triangle. So the win rate for a symmetrical triangle is around 54% for upward breakouts and 50% for downward breakouts. And we're waiting for a downward breakout. So we got a 50% chance that we break down to the downside. So there is a possibility that we break out here on the upside. And look at the buying pressure here that just kind of randomly started creeping up. You can also see it on the MACD as well. Just straight buying pressure, and it's randomly creeped up here. So we're noticing the percent R trend exhaustion is still on the bottom here with both the short and the long-term trend. So this is still a 50-50 situation, right? So technically, a symmetrical triangle that is coming in from a downtrend, a bearish symmetrical triangle, technically it should go down, right? Technically. So if we're looking at the technicals, we should come down here first to 46 cents. Well, obviously first 52 cents, but we're going to break that pretty quickly once we hit it, or if we hit it. And then we'll go down here to 47 cents and then again 40 cents. Nothing has changed here for this. The only thing that has changed is now we're seeing a symmetrical triangle. What does this mean? Well, with ascending triangle, it has a 77% of going, or 72% chance of going on an uptrend. Well, we just broke our ascending triangle to the downtrend because, we came into it bearish. So it was probably it was going to be that 28% chance, right? It was going to be that whatever percent chance. But what we're now actively looking at here with Advantis is the symmetrical triangle, and it's the bearish symmetrical triangle. And remember, we're looking at a 50% chance of it to break to the downside, but then we have a 54% chance for it to go upward. But remember, everything is kind of against Advantis right now. Like the whole market is against everything. Like the market's going down right now, right? So if the market continues to trend downwards, I do have a feeling that we'll break down to the downside. But all this could be invalidated if we get some good news in the market. Like if there's good market news, good crypto market news, all this down here is invalidated. So that's pretty much what we're aiming for here with Advantis. So I'll definitely keep you all updated on that. But yeah, symmetrical triangles and stuff like this, they have low win rates. So that's why you kind of want to, when you want to bring everything all together. But there should be a continuation to the bottom. So let's see what happens there. Now, moving on from that, we have a lot of people that, are still pretty bullish on Advantis. So it's not like people are just going to sell and completely disappear. There's still people doing their own technical analysis, doing their own little, showing this little range channel here. So there's still a lot of people who have faith inside of it. And I've seen some people that have said that Advantis seems sketchy as well. So, there's a lot of people that are still, tuned into Advantis. So we'll see how things go from here. But yeah, it's looking pretty good for Advantis. Even if it breaks to the downside, I I still don't see how it's a bad thing because the crypto market is still pretty bullish. So even if we break to the downside, just take it as a discount. If we start breaking to the downside, I really would not be looking to get in until we see 40 cents. Then you can dollar cost average a little bit in at 40 cents. And then if we continue down, then 27 cents is your next area you want to also dollar cost average into. So if we come down to these areas, you can make a lot of money buying up all this, buying up all that area right there. Then once we go up to the upside, you can make a lot of money. And just to kind of put things into perspective, just going up to the previous all-time high, let's say somehow, some way, it went all the way down to 27 cents, right? Let's just say like the worst case scenario happened and it went down to 27 cents. Now, if that happens, when we come up here to the price or the previous all-time high, we're now seeing that would be 860%. If we go down to 20 cents, 800 or 27 cents, it would be a 860% gain if it went from 27 cents all the way up to $2.68. So you do the math. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 800%. Like that's stupid money. Like anything you have, multiply it by 9.6. That's how much that would have been. Like $1,000 to $9,600, $10,000 to $96,000, $100,000 to $960,000. Like stupid money. So yeah. But yeah, I do think that Advantis is still in a good spot. So shout out to all the people out there. Guys, definitely go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. It would be much appreciated. Definitely become a member of the channel, guys. We got more and more members joining every day. So shout out to the new members. And again, guys, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, it's only $9.99. Or no. Look, I do everything in percentages because of trading, but it's only $9.99 per month, and you'll probably make that money back within the first month. And also, we're going to start doing members only live streams when we get some more members. But yeah, become a member. It's only $9, guys. And then also on top of all that, you can give me suggestions if you want me to go over a certain project because you want to know a good buy point or a good sell point. Then you can request that in the comments. Request any type of video if you want me to make a video on crypto or crypto trading strategies. If you want me to make a video on stocks, if you want me to make a video on a particular crypto or a particular stock, I'll do that as well, guys. So become a member of the channel. It's very worth it, $9.99 per month. This is all I got for you guys today, though. Hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, I'll be back with another video.